Nigga, we live. Welcome back. Real Response Podcast, episode 12. Man, this week been full with a bunch of negative shit. We probably gonna have to label this shit fight week, man. We had a bunch of shit going on this week.
Celebrity death match.
Everybody want to fight. Everybody want to Twitter beef. This shit's been off the charts this week, man. The first episode we want to hop into, and actually, before we get into the episode, I want to, say rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. One of the best basketball players out there, one of the GOATs of this basketball shit. It's a tragedy the way it all that shit happened. Hate to even dwell on it and rethink about it. So I just want to throw that out there. Rest in peace and condolences to his family because fucked up.
Hell yeah.
So for that to happen and then your daughter to be included, family are left without them. So I know they hurting. But we gonna jump right into this first topic with Meek and Nick. This shit's been super hilarious because that's
Crazy.
The last thing I expected was to see them Twitter beefing.
Yeah, that's the last thing I expected.
She always acts like she's so unbothered, and she's trying and she's constantly trying to keep spinning to make it seem like he's bothered, talking about move on, this and that.
He does that with everybody though.
Exactly.
Everybody she deals with.
And that's why one of the tweets that he said where everybody in the industry knows you're
who
just
you
a
are.
nasty person. Exactly. And a lot of this shit seeping out. She tries to hold it in. It's the same thing when she had her issues with
Remy Ma,
Cardi B, like she tries to hold it in, but when something's it's just seeping out the veins, you can't hold it in, and that's what it is. Eventually, that shit just seeps out, and she can't cover it too much. But I don't even know who actually started the Twitter spat, but I think it was her. But don't quote me on that because I don't know who hit the first one.
It's promoting and Nicki ain't being the queen.
But
that
was she the first one? Was her
being.
tweet the first tweet?
I believe so.
And
I
then
don't
Meek
think Meek
responded.
gonna come out to be
It
like
just
that.
comes out of nowhere with that.
Today he had tweeted some shit saying like, man, look at me looking like a fool, tweeting about my ex while I'm with my, with his girl and she pregnant, and he just said he don't want that no more because he looks foolish, I'm pretty sure it was Nicki that kind of started him to do it because, Meek ain't got no problem with tweeting and being real. That's why he just said, I'm going to go all in, you know what I mean?
And then even consider this too. You know how when the females always haven't got real, we gonna get to the shits. Right now we just giving the context.
In the shits.
So the same way how they say when a female isn't didn't get no closure or still in love, it'll come out one way the other. And now that it's floating around that he has a girl pregnant, all of a sudden Nicki is just super upset.
The girl pregnant, which it could. With the industry, she probably already knew the rumors. She didn't think of the rumors, but she just when Meek confirmed it, and he confirmed it to the world.
That's when sometimes the anger from that female in that past relationship starts to
and nobody sees
pop
that.
out the bottle.
Everybody wants to claim that she's happy with her husband and all that.
Clearly not, because you wouldn't engage. You wouldn't engage in this much negativity if you
energy.
were super exactly. You wouldn't even welcome in that energy, and
what Meek say. He said, "Cut her off, act like she dead, and it's killing her."
Exactly, and we see that. So just for the people that don't know, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows, ain't nobody named Patrick. No one's living under a rock. So everybody's seen the shit that went down. This shit all transpiring started from them running into each other at the store.
Yeah, Beverly Hills.
The boy, her husband, Mr. Petty. That name just fits Nicki too much, though.
Yeah, she like it. She repping too. She like, I'm gonna rep your name.
That name. That's her. That's her Twitter name. She repping, and it just fits her perfectly. It's funny from all the shit she has done throughout the industry.
From going on,
that shit just
stopping
fits her
people
perfectly.
bags, all that shit.
Exactly. So it starts from there. So boom, boom, boom. They head home. Days go on. They probably conversing about it. And all of a sudden, she's amped up. She's ready to go. She's not done. So now she wants to start. She wants to start putting these crazy tweets out there. My thing is
putting the previews that she's about to drop a new song out there
while she's doing her Twitter and her internet promotion, which is starting some drama. We all know for some reason negativity, controversy is the best way
to sell records.
To bring
Have
attention
your mom
to whatever you're
buy
about to
cookies,
release, right? All that shit. Mm-hmm. So she's already prepping it. She's already getting it in order, and now she starts putting these tweets out there. And it's actually fucked up too, for him, because you get a lot of people that believe something without no evidence. So to attack that man's character,
right.
you know, and say that he's an abuser, which I wasn't in a relationship, so that's not something I can, you know,
speak on.
Exactly. Well, we could speak on it.
Wait,
I can't.
I'm gonna feel like I can, because if Meek put his hands on her, she would have never stood up in front of that judge and stood up for that nigga like a real ass female. I really think she just would have just said, "Nah, nigga, fuck that."
I think that what I think is if he actually put his hands on her, I think that would have been something she been exposed. That's what I think.
Facts.
I don't think she would have waited till now just to come out of nowhere. And the accusations she's saying are kind of crazy. Like, he beat his sister up and recorded it. I don't really see why the fuck would he do that. He beat his mom up, sent him to the hospital, kicked her, over here doing karate moves and just kicking females. What was the point in that? Like,
out of all the time, like the whole time he's doing this, when he knows he can go back to jail off of any little thing.
That part is hard to believe.
Nicki,
but yeah, we're not in a relationship, so we don't.
He's pulling
know
this game shit.
Yeah. Listen, Meek just dropped a song, right?
Right.
He dropped a song.
I like that shit.
She drops it. I haven't checked it out, but I will.
It's nice.
She actually drops her song same night, same day.
Called Yikes.
Come on now.
I thought she retired.
Always trying to accuse him. Exactly. That was that's another cat in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
But fucking. What part was I just about to say? Okay, the same thing she keeps trying to accuse Meek of, that he can't stand on his own, that he has to use when he came up with the song with Drake from the last album. She tried to say she used Drake to sell records.
Yeah.
But what exactly is she doing right now? She's trying to attach herself to Meek, knowing Meek is one of the more popular artists out here.
And
she's
then she gets her name to him. Bad. She does her own Bad remix. That's the song she hops on. Remember, she does her own Bad remix.
What, really?
She
Meek songs?
Yeah, she does a cover to Bad.
Oh, shit, I've never seen it or heard.
Like, okay, of course. Like, like, we see what you're doing. You could have picked any other song, Nicki,
but you picking what's popping, exactly.
You know what you're doing.
And then what she always does is try to bring somebody else in and throw them right in the fire. She brings Drake in. It's already been leaking out that Drake's, not feeling the way that, she brings him into the equation, talking about, you sucking dick, Drake's dick. Yeah. And now you feeling tough again.
Don't bring Drake in it.
Don't bring nobody. Let whatever you saying be directly addressed to that man. But you see, she's bringing everybody into it. He started bringing stuff into it. Bringing her brother.
Yeah.
Shit, and in a way, the boyfriend too, because he was locked up for a charge, like rape or some shit like that.
Oh yeah. I heard about
they said it was his girlfriend that tripped out. No one knows the story. We wasn't there.
Yeah.
No, that's not something we can really
just touch on. Yeah,
but her issue is. She just might be high. Most of the time these people be on drugs. Yeah. They spaz out of nowhere.
And she might be in a midlife crisis. That's how I'm feeling too.
That's one of the things that would throw the female off more than anything.
Yeah.
Is a midlife crisis. Yeah. These females be having this shit in their head where money isn't always, doesn't always bring the level of happiness that everyone thinks. A lot of broke people, I need money, I'm happy.
Yeah.
You'll be happy with the things that money can give you and do, but then you still gonna have internal issues in life that might still bother you. So a lot of these females have everything planned out in their head to where it's like, I had no kids, I got this, I don't have this at 30. They start fucking going crazy. But even besides that, like I said, I'm thinking it's drugs, because this is the same shit when she spazzed out before, and even Joe said it then, and that's why she was so upset with Joe, because he said she be on drugs, and when he came to her radio station, they actually talked about it, and she admitted, but she just it just pills here and there. It's not, you said it like if I'm just all doped up.
Nah, she drugged.
She's popping those pills still.
You popping
because her and Meek was doing it when they were together. And Meek even admitted to being addicted to it, and then having get enrolled into a program, a rehab program, so he can beat the drug. And maybe she just
said, "No, I'm straight."
Now she just still wilding on it.
Yeah, she's still wilding on this shit.
So did you hear the new song she dropped, the Yikes?
Yeah, I heard that shit.
On your playlist, it's in rotation. What's up?
Nigga, it's not in my playlist.
No play.
No, it's not in my playlist.
But that song, the beat, I heard it. I like the beat. Got a couple of bars, but it's just
I just like the Rosa Parks for
me. It ain't hitting for me.
That's the only one I like.
That shit ain't hitting for me at all.
It's not hitting for me. I think she needs to change the way how she's spitting. You're not the Nicki from 10 years, and you need to change that up. I really think she needs to change that up.
Maybe she's probably using the same formula, and it just ain't cutting it for the people.
It's not cutting, period. She just should have just said, I quit. When she said she retired.
But she probably should have stuck to it.
Yeah, you know, because now you're gonna drop another single, and then what? You got another album coming out, and then what? Like, you know, get mad at the sales, and then yell at your fans,
and do the whole
yell
process
at
over
other.
again, mad at whoever
Yeah,
does the
just
same.
because I'm a Travis Scott fan, you're gonna be mad at me and shit because I bought his shirt and it
And
went
got
to
an
an
album
album
with
sale.
it.
Not my fucking fault. Shit.
That's exactly how it's gonna go down, though.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully, we don't have to see that process repeats itself. But yeah, she should have just. You know, sometimes you got to put the jersey up. Sometimes you got to know when it's your time. And I'm not saying it's her time, but sometimes only you can know when it's your time. It's the same thing with the late Kobe. He knew it was his time. He wasn't 40 yet. He still could have balled, but he knew it wasn't his time. You know, because his body just wasn't pushing the same way it pushed.
I
so
seen
he
the interview.
gracefully hung up his jersey.
Yeah, he hung up his jersey, but he said, "I'm gonna make these next 10 years be better than my last 10 years."
Yeah,
next
exactly.
20, well, actually 20 years.
You always we all got chapters in our life.
Right.
Sometimes you got to end the chapter and start. You know, same with Joe Budden. He knew the chapter of his rap career was to an end, so he gracefully ended that chapter and started a new one into the media and the podcast. Instead of being forced to do it, he was the one that took control and made it all happen.
And for you barbs that's listening, that I know y'all stayed in and y'all listening.
Hey, one of the barbs try to get on me on Twitter and go crazy. They crazy.
Yeah, I had to tell one to know, shut your mouth and know your role. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had to really tell one of those. But
they be tripping.
For them listening right now, look, you need to realize that Nicki is mad that Meek is living the life that she kind of wants.
They already blocked you out. As soon as you say y'all need to listen, they fuck you, nigga. They blocked you out.
I felt blocked out right now.
As soon as you started addressing them, they blocked your ass out. They ain't trying to hear none of that shit.
Meek's on that, billionaire status. He's still up in the game where Nicki wants to be, and then he's starting a new family. That's where I think Nicki wants to be at, like right now. So it's just making her more mad that she doesn't have that with the man that she probably thought she was supposed to have, but she too wild and too crazy, you know what I mean, and shit. So fuck all you Barbies.
And if y'all didn't notice, we wanted to speak more on the topic and not just reread the tweets. Y'all all read the tweets over and over, so we was not about to recite all the tweets or post them on the screen. Nah.
Yeah, y'all know.
It's the conversation. Yeah, exactly. It's the conversation we having. But another thing with her issue is too, and which is actually fucked up for your girl to do, is to be trying to have you crash. Yeah. You know?
That's fucked up.
And I don't know if that man's still on parole, but whether he is or not.
Nah, he's not.
Like I'm saying, whether he is or not, it's still a charge. Whether they get into what they get into is being recorded, they get arrested. Why are you forcing your man to crash? You a female, and just like the Barbs, you should know your role. Nick should know a role.
Oh, you talking about Mr. Petty?
Yeah, you shouldn't be aggressively you shouldn't be aggressively attacking a man verbally, knowing whatever the position it will put your man in. It puts your man in a position to where now he has to defend your honor as well as his, because whatever's being said in the midst, it's gonna attack.
She don't care.
His
she just
pride.
want Meek to crash.
Exactly. But at the same time, we know you don't care about Meek publicly. You know in your feelings, most likely you still bothered and care about him. But that aside, at least your man, you shouldn't be wanting to crash.
Yeah.
And
that's
the fact
true.
that you throwing fucking fuel to the fire to get this shit to flame, where your man gonna end up at?
Yeah,
And don't think that he for sure comes out on top. He's still gonna come out on bottom, because we all know Meek rolling with a bunch of niggas too.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
You can have him getting packed out. Who knows if anything could have transpired, the guns being letting off, and even besides that, getting arrested in the nonsense for what?
Yeah, for nothing. Just to always prove that
just like
somebody.
You wonder
what
why,
kind of females like? Oh, somebody's fighting over me. That's
exactly
the only
one of them
satisfaction
little childish ass females
that's going to happen.
Childish in the mind that they get excited over knowing a dude is fighting over them.
That's
but to put your man in a position that can lead him to being arrested, it's just fucking stupid, And so it's those females that have a few words with a nigga and out of nowhere just bring they guy in the conversation, be like, my nigga gonna fuck you up. That nigga at home eating sandwich goddamn, how I get brought in this shit?
Hell yeah, now I'm about to fuck you up because you put me in this shit.
Females. But
inviting a nigga to get beat up.
Feed off of, because when it comes to and I can't contest to it because I don't fully know the whole energy of all these hives, but I could tell you if it comes to the Barb hives and the beehives with the Beyonce, they're probably more positive.
Yeah.
These the other her hive, her
Barbs,
Barbies,
yeah.
they just feed off a negative energy,
Hell yeah.
and the people that the person that they're following that they created they Barbs from is just straight negative. So you can see why their energy is so negative to everybody that speaks about.
Nicki will post "I love you," they sleep. Soon as Nicki posts some negative shit, the Barbs get activated and woke up.
And they just
now
go
they
ham.
on Twitter, like who's ready, nigga?
They just
you
go
know?
ham.
But now Nicki need to realize that she kind of hurting herself. Like
get your life. What she just said in that song, get your life, get your shit together. That's what she need to do.
Yeah. Stop hurting yourself.
We know you got money. You
got money.
That ain't what nobody disputing. But clearly you're not happy somewhere. You need to find your happiness.
Yeah,
find it. Find that shit.
I'm gonna just throw this in there right quick with just not being happy. There's a lot of rappers that's not happy. This nigga Dolph, like
just to come out of
comes out of nowhere.
What was that? What was his?
I guess he goes. He goes.
Listen, and if y'all don't know, for the people that just be blind to the obvious, they have had a long-standing battle. It's actually low-key been one-sided.
Yeah,
Gotti don't pay no fucking attention to Dolph. At all, but he constantly strikes every chance he get. But he's striking in the wrong way. But go ahead and let us know what the fuck he said in his tweet that showed this man is not happy with his life.
He went happy of going gold, and
something to celebrate. That's something to celebrate.
Yeah, but it must have been off the song that he dissed Gotti about Gotti's baby mama.
know, so he tweeted, play with your bitch.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna I'm not reciting exactly what he said, but it was basically like
sum it up for us. What the fuck he saying?
Y'all basically is like this. Have y'all ever made money going gold?
Have you ever went gold?
Gold, off of fucking a nigga bitch, and can brag about the shit. Ha. Bro, chill out.
Look, the way I feel about
he's not happy.
No, 100% not happy. And I wouldn't be happy too if I kept getting shot at and like I didn't do nothing back. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be happy too.
Facts.
So he has. Nobody even care about the female part. Like clearly, you see, Gotti's not.
Baby mamas get fucked every day. B.
Every day, B. That's nothing
every
new.
Day, B.
So that I don't even see why.
Bro.
I don't even see why he thought that was his claim to fame in a way to upset the man.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck about that shit.
Because he just dropped. Gotti just dropped that nice ass album. What I mean?
But he constantly does this. Every chance he get, he tries to come attack, get some type of attention, or garnish some, or take some away. Right. Like you just said, Gotti dropped. Now you want to let us know? I should have checked the dates to see when he went gold, if it was even recent right now, or he was just waiting to do some
we should have did that. Yeah, but it just popped up in my head.
And for the ones that don't believe this, go somewhere on the internet, and I don't know how you can pull it up, but just like something simple in a Google search, maybe Dolph looking mad, and you might get this old photo, right? Where Gotti's performing, and it's old, over 10 years old. Before they both were at the status they had. Gotti's performing and Dolph's right there just upset, and you just see
just
him like,
looking,
backstage somewhere. He's just super mad, like that's supposed to be me. Shine came, but he just doing a whole bunch of goofball shit.
It came in a way that he feel like he still got to reach, like like you reaching, like come on, you're not happy, like you're just not happy.
Negative
There's
Nancy
no way.
week.
Could have tweeted that, like let Gotti get his shine and don't speak on the man, like just chill out.
Man, if you keep getting shot at, you should just let the situation go. Not only did he get shot at in Charlotte, none of the shots hit, but he got shot in his ass in what, Beverly Hills or Hollywood, by
Forrest Gump?
It was in his ass, yeah. I can't believe you didn't heard about it. It was what going to Gotti man's, and one of them is doing time. But the whole thing is that you keep getting shot at, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to. At this time, this has transcended past music. We're not doing no more music shit. It should only be street. And I'm not promoting violence, but I'm saying if you're gonna talk all this gangster shit, right?
Be a gangster.
Be a gangster. So when people come at you, you gotta retaliate with that same energy. If niggas coming at you that way, you gotta come back. Stop going to the studio and talking about playing with a nigga bitch, because clearly these niggas is not playing with bitches. They playing with bullets. So you better play with something else that's up to par.
That's fact.
That's some bullshit. It was funny though when I seen that, because the first thing I think is you're not happy, because if I'm sitting around with millions, I'm just not worried. I'm not constantly worried about the next man.
Nah, I ain't.
And when people are always worried about the next man and like these distasteful ways, it just shows you that somewhere they're not happy with themselves, their current position. When I say they're not happy about the money they have, we're talking about things past that, because it's not always about the money.
It's not all about the money.
When y'all get money, lots of it you will understand that
It's not all about money.
that.
It's all about keeping your name up, and it's probably just people like.
But them, especially once they get the fame, they want the attention more than anything.
Yeah,
Just something you was talking about earlier.
Just like French,
Yep.
like Montana, like he wants it more than anything. Especially about everybody knows we faking streams. This is probably my last time ever speaking on this, man, because I see like he just pushing and reaching. Like we know he's faking his stream. Like we see that, but this thing what he got going on with 50, I don't know. Everybody watches the internet. You might seen this video. He somebody saying that 50 punched on Montana. Now, come on, y'all. We know 50. You know 50. If 50 did anything to Montana, he's gonna laugh. He's gonna just clown the man about the shit. But after when Kobe died, rest in peace, he has said he's not gonna clown. He gonna handle his problems, something else. He ain't gonna fucking go to the internet with this shit, So a video comes out, saying that 50 Cent punched French Montana. Probably somebody just looking for clout, just put it on the internet, and everybody ran
That's
with
what the
that
bloggers
shit.
do.
The bloggers ran with it.
The bloggers.
So Montana runs with the same shit, saying the bloggers that 50's telling the bloggers to do this shit.
He comes in here making accusations that ain't nowhere on the table, talking about 50 call. Right away, he talks about 50 calling the bloggers.
Letting
and
them know
running with the story.
Up.
He's telling them, dinosaur, don't do that. Don't run with this story. And which is crazy in itself, too, because their age bracket isn't
11 years.
Yeah, that's like a 4th grader calling a 6th grader, you old head. Like,
yeah,
my mom and
my dad was 11 years from my mom. Now I'm gonna text my mom, say, "So, mom, you slept with a dinosaur?" Like,
he needs to give that up. Like, I don't know who around him keeps laughing when he says it.
It's that female.
It's empowering him to think he came up with like the best, the best nickname for 50 Cent was that.
Dinosaur.
So he says it every chance he gets. You guys' age bracket is not a big difference.
Like
you guys are in the same age bracket. There's no big difference in your age, so you can't keep calling that man a dinosaur.
It's like when a kid tells you something and he thinks it's so funny, but you don't think it's funny.
You just looking like okay.
He just keeps calling you that, and you just like, man, I swear this kid is the dumbest.
Kids be thinking of little kids be thinking shit be funny when they just don't be funny.
So it's like if y'all
give
listen,
the stellest look,
if y'all listen to the background, he says, he's like, you put out these bloggers, after you bought your Hollywood star. Somebody says he probably bought the Hollywood star. French comes right behind that and said, I heard you bought the Hollywood star.
Yeah, this nigga literally heard you bought the Hollywood star.
Of course, you just heard the shit. Not even 20 seconds ago. So yeah, nigga, you just heard the shit.
All on the same clip, though.
It's like,
I heard you bought the star. Like, this nigga French, man.
Now I'm going to get on some real perspective about that shit. If 50 bought his star at that time, 2003, 50 had Get Rich Die Trying come out. He had shoes coming out. He had merchandise. 50 G-Unit was the hottest shit out then. That was the time 50 knew, like, fuck it, it's time to buy the star. Why not? It would have been. I feel like it would have been a G-Unit star there or a 50 Cent star there if it was buyable. Or everybody would be walking around with a star.
If it was viable, that whole process would have been exposed.
Yeah,
because
right then and there.
So many motherfuckers that haven't reached the status of getting that star, but felt that they would have bought their star, and it would have been like showing people, okay, this motherfucker didn't make it to the point to get a star. How they have a star now?
Yeah,
like come on, that part would have been exposed.
50 didn't have a speech. He didn't have a speech wrote down. I feel like if you're gonna buy that,
you probably
set
be
yourself
prepared
up for it. So it's like, let me have his speech. He didn't have that shit. And everybody know 50. This nigga was tearing up, like he was like really tearing up. He got a little bit quiet and all that shit. About to like really, really tearing up over he getting a star, just being appreciated and getting his flowers. So it's like when Montana's saying some shit that like, I heard you buy the star, when you just kind of heard it, like, we hear the video, it's just like, man, just stop it. We can tell you're not happy. We know Montana got money. We know that. Real niggas know Montana got money.
Most of these like internet beefs and spats, like it's not about money. So when we speaking on these topics and addressing someone's like happiness or them not being satisfied with whatever's going on, we're never speaking in dollars because clearly they have enough to be, content and satisfied in that aspect. It's never that. It's always other shit.
Some of you, most of the internet will fight with, cause he broke or the richest. Yeah. It's not about that because we don't know these people's success or we don't know their goals. So they can already be successful in their mind.
Yeah.
In our mind.
Success is what you make of it.
Yeah,
no one else should create your term of success.
Facts. So it's like with that shit, and then with Montana, it's just like, you need to stop. So I wanted to speak on that because that shit was just so funny, just watching that. And then if 50 really punched on you, the video would have been out. He would have been talking about you, just like he walking around right now with a Louis bag of Floyd Mayweather.
That shit was funny. I just seen that today. But the thing with French, like French, the way I feel is like he doesn't like. He doesn't like the response he got from this the recent internet battle where
the streams,
with him faking the streams being exposed, with him claiming he dropped 1 point something mil on the Bugatti, he financed it. Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But if you're saying that you dropped the cash but you financed it, okay, now people got something to attack you about.
Yeah.
So he doesn't like how all that stuff got exposed, and then how, in internet sense, he lost that battle with 50.
Right.
He lost it to the internet, to the people. Now you got all the trolls coming. He doesn't like how they ended, so he doesn't want to let that go. So when the shit happened at the club, the fact 50 didn't run with no story. 50 didn't hit up no blog. 50 didn't make no post. So for you to make a video talking about you running with the story, 50, you didn't touch my face, boom, boom. The man never ran with no story. You feeling so bothered and affected that when the blogs start a story, you feel you got to whoop right out and come respond because you already felt you lost the internet battle. So now you're trying to get ahead of it this time so you could win it.
Right.
I'll be rich and wouldn't even get no fuck.
And then you showing your face. If you know you got punched, you not even about to just show like where I got hit at. You know you wasn't even in the altercation. So it's just like you're not about to show that. If you knew it was real, you just know, like, man, stop coming up with these blogs.
Yeah,
Tell these blogs to stop making up fake shit.
The bullshit shows just how bothered he is of this whole
You're not happy.
Altercation with 50 Cent. Like, he's super bothered about it. The fact that he has to keep addressing everything that's said about him.
Yeah,
and directly addressing 50. Even if it's something 50 didn't attach himself to, French still feel he has to respond to it.
Yeah, he does. That's why I was just like, yeah, he's not happy mentioning those. So, like, I don't know. I just want to get to the point to Montana. Just stop it. He confessed you lost that. You lost the internet battle.
The internet.
It's cool to take the L.
Exactly. Take the L for the internet. Your bank account ain't taking the L. Shit that's going around you, I'm pretty sure
your sales ain't really doing that much because you faking them already. So it's just, so it's like.
He still get to the buddy though. I would be happy with that. I would let that. For me, I would let that be that. Like I guess I'm simple. I don't care about the attention and everything off the internet. Get the bag right. Get the bag up.
A lot of people
do.
Billionaires do.
But everybody, all these other people is so caught up in the reception they get from the internet that's going to dictate and determine, like their next few moves after that.
Let me chime on this. This is probably like 60 seconds. Why you saying that? What he just said. Fucking Mayweather is at the Super Bowl holding $100,000 out in cash and taking pictures. For one, you're at the Super Bowl. You're not spending no money at all. You're not spending no money.
I didn't watch the Super Bowl, that's why.
Yeah, well, I did. And then I just seen that shit on the internet. And it's just like, okay, you're not spending money. Everybody knows you're Floyd Mayweather. Everybody knows
you're a walking money bag. Why you got to come to the Super Bowl?
Holding the money.
It just shows like people seek this internet attention crazy.
That's
at a crazy level.
That's why I just said, like,
like fucking shit up.
It's like I'm starting to think, like, bro, are you not happy with yourself because you always just doing this shit? Like, like there was no point when
something got to be bothering the guy.
I thought he was just about to throw the money out, so I'm looking like, damn, if he throw money out, that's cool. Nah, he kept that shit. He took those pictures and he put it back in all 7 pouches that he had on his jacket. That was just wow.
I just don't see you're going to the Super Bowl to relax. Watch the game. Do you feel you got to drag the money bag with you?
Yeah,
people know you the money team. So certain things just they don't have to be said. Like they said, what's understood doesn't need to be explained. We know you rich. Man. It doesn't need to be explained physically every time we see you. It's cool to get your material things and show it that way, but to do something so unnecessary as drag a money bag, dude.
That's why I was just like, man, this dude Mayweather
drag a money bag to the Super Bowl.
This internet shit, man. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it is. With
this week's been having this week's been filled with fights.
A lot of fights.
Some physical, some verbal, a lot of shit on the internet, some in person. I don't know if y'all caught that recent shit with Yellow Beezy and Mo 3.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people ain't up to date with like the beef that they had.
Because that's like down south.
It's been going on for exactly. And Yellow Beezy just reached like a higher level of status where he started getting features from all the big artists, and he kind of took a couple steps of the ladder, so people became to know him. But they've been having beef for a couple years. They had some interviews with like Say Cheese and a couple of those other guys speaking on it.
Yeah. True.
And there's been a time that they actually met up, squashed the beef. This was a while ago though, before they both blew up, and it was spoken about in an interview. And then somehow the beef restarted. That part ain't really ever been explained. But throughout the whole beef, Yellow Beezy keep doing pussy shit. And I be trying to like get this guy the benefit of the doubt based on I be fucking with his music, but he just doesn't fail. Like he does too much pussy shit and it just gets out of control. He even in one of his interviews, somebody asked him if he know Mo3, and he wasn't even being sarcastic. In one of his newer interviews when he blew up, he said, I don't know who that guy is. I don't know him. But you already spoke about him in another interview. So what's the point in doing that now? And then the most recent shit, like I said, if you guys didn't catch it, they packed out Mo3's manager. And supposedly the guy's not a street guy. He's been in prison before. That doesn't make you a street guy. You could be a criminal. You could be a thief. A lot of people in the comments going crazy saying, oh, Mo3 lying, saying his manager wasn't a street guy. But I've seen an interview where they said he met him after he got out of prison. Going to prison doesn't make you street.
At all.
Understand. Prison is not filled with
street
DUIs.
People. Keep getting DUIs
and be in prison.
And
so
be in
just
prison.
know that. I don't understand what's up with these dry head ass thinkers that just be on the internet thinking they know everything.
What we be saying? That brain marrow is going. What do we be saying? Oh, boneheads. We be calling them boneheads.
It's a bunch of boneheads on the internet, and then they argue with you like they know everything. So that's, if you ain't got time, that ain't the place for you to engage, because they gonna keep coming at you, and sometimes it could get annoying where it's like, motherfucker, do you actually have a brain inside your skull or not? Because how do you guys come up with this shit? But they packed out the guy, and this is one thing. This is what I don't understand with Yellow Beezy, knowing everything's recorded, knowing everything gets put on the internet. Fact that after it, the little 30-second clip, and then he'll walk back to go, I beat him up by myself. He ran from one dude, and then the footage gets released of all them chasing him.
You just see the dude getting chased,
them packing him out. It's like now you lose on the internet, because now you clearly just showed your hand that you out here frauding. Didn't think that footage was gonna be uploaded, which you should have expected that already, because everything is uploaded on the internet nowadays. Everybody pulls their camera out. Not to get off topic, but a couple weeks ago, a shooting happened in Chicago, and like 3 guys got their head split, and they on the floor, pulling their head, leaking out, and people just can't resist the urge to pull their phone out and record. Even in a tragic situation like that, people still can't, because the internet is everything nowadays. So the fact that you think y'all gonna jump this guy, you being who you is, and no one's gonna catch the footage, you should have just zipped your lips. You shouldn't even have addressed it. And if you did, not saying you did it by yourself, because clearly the footage gonna come out and it's going to be showing the total opposite. That's where he fucked up at. Because now people gonna see, nigga, you
by myself. And it don't, like, I'm to the time of age now, it don't matter if you beat the man up by yourself. If you know it's some situations that can go on that can be possibly like bullets about to be involved, don't be mentioning by yourself.
Period.
You did what you did, and
leave that shit in the streets.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to the next chapter of how this story's gonna end out, you know. But the way how, you know, like I did it by myself, and then looking at the camera like by myself, is just like, now you're a pussy.
Yourself. If the guy wanted to go charge file assault and battery charge, you're just incriminating yourself. But my thing is, why fight the guy that has no? Yeah, he's this manager, but like Mo3 said, all he does is set up the book, set up
the booking
dates. That's it. He's just a manager. If you know your beef is with Mo3, and you guys not only are both from the same city, but you guys be on the same bills together, and every chance you get, you try to avoid the guy. They had a recent show, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
recent now. This was a couple months ago, and this was a whole big issue where Mo3 was on the bill, then the promoter ended up taking him off the bill, then trying to lie and say he never was on the bill, and Mo3 already felt that shit was going to happen, so he was prepared. He recorded the call with the guy. He had the contract. He had all that, the emails, everything, so he put that all on blast. But what happened was, the show
Yellow
was
Beezy's popping.
Exactly. The show was booked a little bit before Yellow Beezy started garnishing more status. So when it came, Yellow Beezy had told the promoter like he didn't want him at the show or doing the show, so the dude wanted Yellow Beezy because they already know he's bringing a bigger crowd.
And y'all don't be thinking this shit happens behind the scenes.
This is the type of shit
really
that
happens
occurs
behind the scenes.
And then so they go ahead and like start trying to take him off the bill. Yellow Beezy have the cops up there when they go to perform. They stop him. All type of pussy shit. When you're trying to act like you the tough guy, right? Yeah. You got a chance to meet the guy directly that you beefing with, and you could address your issues with him, but you want to go take it to the manager. That sends no real message, because you know Mo3 been trying to link up.
Yeah.
There's even a video a while ago where Mo3 went down to one of it's two of them. I don't know if you know the other one. His name is Trap Boy Freddy. That's just like homeboy homie. Yeah. And you see a video where he's all at their place trying to get them to come out and shit like that.
They're not coming out.
Clearly he's trying to get in contact with y'all for y'all to handle y'all dispute, but you want to go take it to the other guy, and to me that's just pussy shit, because address the guy directly. Don't beat up the manager. Don't do whole shit like that.
He's fearing of he don't want to take the
L. He don't
want
to take the L. And he knows that Mo3 running with guys, so it ain't gonna come down to you packing them out. It will come down with you guys having to catch that one.
Yeah, one
and
on one.
He's not ready to catch that one. And like I said before, we're not here promoting violence, but we're gonna get a real response to all of it. Like, the energy you give out is the energy you're gonna receive. You can't be aggressive or disrespecting somebody and thinking that you're not gonna get that same exact energy. Yeah. So I'm saying, if you're gonna run around and give the tough guy image, you this and you that, and handle it in a tough guy way, right?
Yeah,
with the guy directly that you having beef with.
Go after the whole, that pick on someone your own size, and that's
shit.
basically that's who you should go against, because you know who's on the same level as you. I think with you putting your hands on the manager, you knew that there's no kind of retaliation coming back from the manager, But with Mo3, you probably know, he
knows that's why he dodging that.
Yeah, you don't want no smoke like that. But either other way, you touched his manager, so it's like
something's gonna come from it.
Something's gonna come
from it. And then all
you
you doing is basically getting insurance by you running to the internet saying that, because now they gotta watch how they move and how they retaliate if they plan to, because right away who the cops come to, like, say the manager was pissed, or some people the manager got around them might not like that, and they wanted to retaliate in a violent way, right away that brings the cops to the manager or Mo3. So dude, don't run to
Mo3 because
he's the more popular person.
Yeah, he's the most
so it's
popular.
like, don't run to the internet, blasting off some illegal shit you did, especially if it's against another individual, when you already know the cops is on the internet, they're using everything as evidence. Stop trying to ensure your safety, that nothing is done to you.
And you can't get on the internet talking about how the man a snitch if he goes and proceeds to press charges, because the man ain't like that.
Yeah, and if he ain't living like that, and he's not proclaiming to be living like that, then he's going to do what the citizen does. He can go file the fucking charge, so you can get his money,
and boom.
That's what I would do if I wasn't living like that. Oh yeah, we right at the civil office, we filing the case. You about to cut the check.
Yeah, because he knows how this process goes already. He has an artist. Just get the check.
That's all. Yeah, it's the same way.
By myself.
Oh, you crashed my car? Get the check.
Yeah, get the check.
Everybody trying to get the check nowadays. It's another form of scamming. Give the check.
So it's like, with that shit right there, man, that dude need to quit, and then you kind of messing up Mo3 fucking bag, because promoters don't want to put him on because you being a bitch.
Fucking up his money to where it's like they don't want no type of
now you fucking up his manager money. So now his fucking up his manager. So now the manager probably can't book a show for a day because his eye fucked up. Now you fucking up his bag some more. So it's like, goddamn.
Stop doing pussy shit. Go holler at Mo3 if that's the guy you have the issue with. Or just have no issue. I'm cool with no violence too. We're not here promoting violence. We cool with either way. We just saying what you give out is what you're gonna get. So be prepared for whatever is to come back, if that was the same energy you giving out. But on that note, we're gonna end it. Episode 12. I didn't tell y'all at the beginning. Subscribe.
Hit that bell.
Comment. Fuck it. Let's convo. Let's conversate. Get out there and let us know, if y'all have a different difference of opinion. Just hop in the comment section. But the main two things, we just need y'all to like and subscribe. We need our shit to float around, and it only can go around if you guys like and subscribe. Yeah. We'll be back next week. Didn't mean to be negative with all the fighting going on, but hey,
there's a lot of shit going on in this world.
Response. We couldn't even cover a lot of the other shit, because we're not trying to have it be an hour. There was a bunch of shit to cover. Y'all been on the internet, y'all see, but we're gonna end it with these topics and catch you guys next week. The real response.